Hello and welcome to Thursdays with Annette. We're making an awesome recipe today. I'm very excited because it's coming out of my new book, More Cooking for One or Two. What are we making? Well, we're making the Lamington fairy cakes. Now, I've got to tell you, it's debated whether a Lamington is Aussie or Kiwi. So what a perfect recipe for today as we honour the Anzacs. Now, every year on the 25th of April, Anzac Day is observed as the National Day of Remembrance in Australia and New Zealand. It was originally to honour those who fought at Gallipoli. It now recognises all Aussies and Kiwis who have served and died for their countries, and we thank you for your service. So what a great recipe to be making for Anzac Day, a lammy, that's for sure. And this is so easy, so delicious, and it's only make 6 because it's out of the More Cooking for Two, so it's small. It's very easy to double the recipe if you want to make a dozen. So what do we need? We need an egg white, 15 grams or a tablespoon of Flora Light. Now I'm going to bung that in the microwave and melt it while I talk about the other ingredients. I'm just going to put a bit of cling wrap on the top. I'm going to lower the temp down so it doesn't, go crazy to 7, and we'll do 20 seconds. All right, so we've got a tablespoon or 15 mils of the Flora Light egg white. We have 2.5 tablespoons of white sugar. We've got 2 tablespoons of skim milk. We need 1/8 of a teaspoon of vanilla essence. This is the thing with the More Cooking and that, it's all little amounts. We've also got a teaspoon of bicarb, 1/2 cup of self-raising flour, and we're going to put jam in it. Oh yes, I'm putting jam. I'll tell you how to change it if you don't want jam in it. So I'm putting raspberry jam and you want 3 teaspoons. Got my cooking spray, and then we want our chocolate sauce to dip the little fairy cakes in to make the Lamingtons. I make these all the time. I'm obsessed with them. So what you need is 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa, and I'm using the Plaistow. I love it. It's a real dark, rich Dutch cocoa. So that's 1.5 tablespoons. I want 2.5 tablespoons of skim milk and 1/3 cup each of coconut and icing sugar. All right, so let's get cooking. Let me just get the marge out first. It's all done. It's a very easy recipe, and I've tried to do Lamingtons in other books, but epic fails. I just couldn't do it. And I think what made me so excited about this recipe is that it is such a great Lamington, and it's easy to make. I know, it's not, when you're cutting up Lamingtons, the cake sponge breaks up. No, this is the perfect one. All right, so shall we start? My oven is preheated to 180 degrees, fan forced. So it's ready for the recipe to go in. So we've got an egg white in, and we have the 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. So we're going to beat them up together for just a minute. And I just love it. The Lamington is only 4.8 grams of fat, and it's a lot lower in calories than the traditional Lamington, so it's a winner. All right. We add the milk to the melted margarine, so that will cool it down a little bit, which is good. Mix that in. Let's put in the vanilla as well, and it's 1/8 of a teaspoon of the vanilla essence. Let's go down to 1/8, as well as we need 1/8 of a teaspoon of bicarb, and we're going to put that in with the flour. All right, so mix that up. Into the egg mix, the egg whites. Give that a quick beat. And now all we have to do is sift in the flour and the bicarb. All right, so we've got 1/2 cup of flour. Let's just put in 1/8 of a teaspoon of the bicarb into the flour there. So that makes it just easier, and we're going to sift that in. I mean, it's such an easy recipe, and it freezes really well. So you could even, I find sometimes, you know, I'll make the actual cakes, what I'm doing now, and then when I want them, I defrost them and then make the chocolate sauce, and oh, I need a wooden spoon, and it will really come up awesome. Yeah. So Anzac Day, great day to celebrate with Lamingtons. I'd love you to tell me, do you think it was a Kiwi? Do you think it's Kiwi? Or is it an Aussie? Debatable. Yes, it is. I've got some cooking spray here and I'm just going to go to the sink and I'm going to do the middle bits because I'm only making 6. So you'll see I've just coated the middle. Now I'm using here a patty pans and you can get them, I think you can even buy them in supermarkets, but kitchen shops will have them. You don't want to be using a muffin tin because it's the wrong shape. I want the little ones there. So okay, let's start. So first of all, we're going to put, and as I said, I'm doing jam in the middle. I love jam in a Lamington. But if you don't want to put jam in, then you don't. Just leave it out. So who is going to put jam in and who isn't? So you get a dessert spoon of mix, and we're going to top it again with some mix. So you don't want to be too generous in the beginning because you want to make sure you've got plenty to put on top. There we go. Tidy them up a little bit. And now what we're going to do, where's my here? Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the jam in the centre. And how I do that is, I'll just get that out of there. I get a teaspoon, and I want half a teaspoon, right? So I'm going to take it down to the half. And what I'll do is I'm going to put the half a teaspoon into the centre of the dough. So you put it in and then push it in. Yeah? Let's do it again. We do that 6 times. So as I said, if you aren't going to do the jam, you'll just divide the dough into 6 and cook them. I love it. I've actually done it where I've made them with apricot jam, ginger jam, strawberry jam. Like, I've made these a lot because they're just so good. All right, so now what we do is once we've got the jam, remember, push it down in. We're going to top it with the remaining batter, and then they'll go in to my 180 degrees fan forced oven. All right, so here we go. Now with the mixture, you're just going to top them with a bit of the batter. Oh my gosh, I think I haven't got enough. Annette. There we go. Okay, I'm going to steal a little bit because I can. And what you need to do to get the rest of it out, what I do is I scrape it out. So let's get it all out. So we've got plenty. So there is enough here once I use the remaining bits. There we go. Just tidy that up. Now I'm going to just get a teaspoon and I'm going to just tidy them up a bit, and I want to move it around so I'm covering that jam. It's it's not hard to do, and as I said, if you don't want the jam, just do it all in one go and divide it into 6. I mean, I don't know how even they'll all be. I might get some that are bigger than others. But there we go. So there's the lammies done. We're going to put them in the oven and bake them at 180 degrees for just 10 minutes. They don't take long. And 10. But what I did was I thought, let's just keep going with it, because I normally make a double batch because we love them at Simply Too Good. That's for sure. So what I did to go a bit ahead is I've made 6 with the jam in them, and I'm going to show you now how to coat them so we can keep going, we don't have to wait. All right, so let's do it. So what we need is the icing. We need to sift it, and the cocoa. And this sauce is epic. And I want you to take your time with it so you actually get to really soak in the chocolate sauce into the sponge, because I think that's really important. Now what we do is add in the milk and mix it together. That's how easy it is. It takes a little bit to beat it in, so just be patient. It will come together. And I've got my coconut. See how it starts to meld in? And the great thing is about this, you can freeze them, as I said, but they just pop in the mouth and they're just a little bit fabulous. All right, there's my mix. As you can see, it's a little bit runny. You want that. You want that little bit runny texture. Okay. So let's put the coconut into a bowl and let's create magic. I might do it like this because I'm going to just come back and put them on here to rest. All right, so there's my sauce, there's my coconut. So what you do is you grab one of these gorgeous little fairy cakes and you dip them in. Now take your time, let that chocolate really get into it, but the tip here is to just hold it up a little bit, take off a few drips, and then in it goes. And then into the coconut. That's not hard, is it? There we go, there's my first lammy done. And you just keep doing that till the 6 are done. You might land up even with a little bit of chocolate sauce left over, but that's okay. Depends on how it absorbs. Okay, once again, coconut. Now the good thing is about this Lamington is that it's homemade. I love that. Don't you think you're a bit clever when you do something like this? Now I'm going to jump ahead while I'm going to chat to you while I'm finishing them off, because I want to do the 6 in front of you. If you want to win more cooking for 1 or 2, then today's the day. It's the latest book, it's been very popular, and all you have to do to win this fabulous book and get it personally signed by moi is you have to like, share. I'm sure if you've been watching the show, you know it better than I do. You like, share, and then in the comments, let me just get my coconutty fingers here, hashtag Simply Too Good with the 2 and the Sym in the comments, and then you'll go in the drawer. Yes, you might be the lucky winner. And how we do it now is you get a notification that you're a winner from me, and then it will be posted also in the Simply Too Good page feed, so everyone can see who the winners are each week. Oh my gosh. Do they look fabulous? I'm a little bit impressed with myself. So easy to do, so easy to eat, and what a great one to make for Anzac Day. Now you could also make my golden oat crunches. Now they're in, are they in book 3, Bill? Can you just check? He's just looking at me, I don't know. I think it's book 3. I could be wrong. I mean, there's a lot of recipes to remember. But it's sort of like an Anzac biscuit. It's book 3, I was right. And the Anzac biscuit was created back in 1915. That's right, for World War I. And people would make these horrible biscuits that were meant to be able to last for months, because of the transporting to the soldiers. They were called soldiers' biscuit originally, and it was the only way often they got food, and it was just a very hard, plain biscuit. But it got up the ante, and it's I think in the 1925, I could be wrong, somewhere around there, they changed the name to actually Anzac biscuit. So I'm a font of knowledge about Australian history today, aren't I? There we go. Our Lamingtons are done. Let me just wash my fingers. Now you could put them in the fridge to set. I have got a little bit of mixture left, but that's okay. We've got them here. Oh my gosh, who knew? Weight loss could be so deliciously healthy. We've got our Lamingtons for Anzac Day. And I said it's really easy to double the recipe if you want to make a dozen. All right, so don't forget, if you want to win, like, share, and hashtag Simply2Good in the comments. Hashtag Simply2Good. Now, next week's show, I'm going to be making another recipe out of this book because I know everyone wants a copy, and it's probably one of the easiest recipes ever, and it's on the curry in a hurry theme. Now the hurry, I've got chicken in a hurry, curry in a hurry, and now I've got Thai curry in a hurry out of the more cooking for two. I'm going to make that for you next week. It's going to be fabulous. So if you want any more tips or recipes, you know where to go, simply2good.com.au. Thanks for joining me on this gorgeous Thursday, and you have a fabulous Anzac Day. See you next week. Bye.